Hi, what up? Okay. It's, Imari, Moné, if you do not know me. Hi, nice to meet you. Um, so basically, I'm just here to talk about what everything is going on and what I interpreted to what it means and what's going on. So, what's on everybody's mind is the virus. That is going on. And regardless if you think that it is real, fake, 5G, 5D, Jesus, whoever, whatever, it's happening on multiple levels, on many levels. So this is what I'm signifying as is a spiritual sense. So basically, whether I'm not here to tell you that you're right or wrong. We can all be right. You're just seeing it from different perspectives, and just because you're seeing it from different perspectives doesn't mean that you're wrong. And I'm not going to shut out how you feel or whatever. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to tell you what to think. I'm not here to do anything but share some light and share some information from my perspective. And I also have blind spots that I don't see, so I'm always willing to be the student and the teacher and humble myself. So now that we got all of that out the way, okay, so the coronavirus, regardless of whatever rabbit hole that you're in, is obviously a time of reflection. It's time for you to go inward. This is why it is taking all of your distractions away. School, work, for most people. Anything that you distract yourself with from your inner work. Because your inner work is a reflection of everything of the outside of the bigger scale. And I know it's going to sound redundant because it's information that you already know. What I'm telling you is not something that you don't know. I'm just reminding you of what you already know, but you need to put it in action. And it is now on a cosmic scale, on multiple levels. So regardless if you listen to me or don't listen to me, it's apparently showing. So what the corona is showing is how we have been spoiled. We have been spoiled thinking whatever, being in a very egotistical way of living. We've taken advantage of certain things. Even if you want to go down to the elites or conspiracy theorists or whatever, all of that can be true. All of that is true. This is why you see a whole bunch of CEOs stepping down. You're just seeing a lot of cracks in the foundation. So it can be scary if you haven't been seeing the signs before. You seeing the corruption in the government, schools, religion, nature. You're seeing it on all levels because it's here to shake you up. It's a great time. It's a beautiful time because it gives you a time to go within without any of the distractions. Whether it's your social distractions, or even you shouldn't even be on social media during this time like that, because you're just going the direct opposite, when you really need to come within yourself and find the balance within yourself. And that means doing the work. Hard work. It's not always fun, and that's going to be different for whoever, whether it be your job, whether it be your relationship, whether it be your spirituality. All of it needs to be a work in order. Why schools are, are shutting down now. Like, let's be funny about it. We can be funny, we can laugh, and because I'm a full-blown nigga. We laugh through our pain, but if you take our seriousness, like, your family and everything, is important. And when you neglect family or you neglect any part of yourself, it starts to spread like a virus, good and bad. So if you've been neglecting your children due to work, due through traumas, through whatever, it is time to come at one with that. It's time to look at yourself in the mirror and have these honest conversations with yourself, honest conversations with your family or the people around you, but mainly the honest conversation needs to come from yourself to yourself, because that is your shadow. All of the things and the things that you hold on to, all of the distractions that keep you from being who you are and not being a robot. You know, a lot of people are walking around, including myself, walk around being a robot, going by our daily, being on autopilot, just going through the time, going through the days, going through whatever, not living in your passion, not living in whatever you need to be doing. And people can lie to you and say all of that, but nature and everything around you is colliding. So if everything around you is colliding, that means and it's a reflection of your inner, of the collective inner of what's going on, and it's very chaotic. All I'm seeing is cracks in the foundation. That's what it's showing me. You know what I'm saying? It's just showing cracks in the foundation that needs to be nurtured, need to be tended to. So that's what I'm seeing. So whether you see it as a game, whether you see it whatever, it's time to level up. It's time to reclaim your throne. It's time to step into your power, because you can no longer blame school. You can no longer blame work and not having enough time. You cannot blame anybody but yourself in this sometimes. You want to put the accountability, well, what the government is going to do. We live in check by check, and I'm very compassionate about it. Very, very, very compassionate about it. There's no reason why you should be living like this. But when you see a government that is corrupting not only you, your children, it's showing you all the corruption on every level, and you still choose to put all of your eggs in one basket, then look at you. Now you're chaotic because you don't even know how to move, because you've been wanting to be led by something, somebody, some entity, some lord, some guy, some girl, some whoever, instead of checking in with yourself. This is nothing. When we talk about 2020 and it's being a reflection, or and we talking about 2020 vision, I can see things clearly. Yes, this is a macro, a bigger scale of what's going on in the inside collectively. I'm not talking to everybody. If you got it, then you got it. If you don't, then you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to shine my little light, because I haven't been stepping into my power. And I haven't been doing certain things. So if I'm just, you know what I'm saying, if I'm going along this journey, it's very selfish of me to not talk about it. Because somebody might be having, somebody might be in a frenzy of mind. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on this spiritual journey quietly for years or whatever. But I have never, took it to the next level, because whatever, all of my issues that I'm going through. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, it's a true reflection. It's an honest conversation with what's going on. So if you have been dependent on the government, you don't have that now. So what are you going to do? You've been avoiding these conversations that you're having with your children or the people that mean the most to you. Now is the time you can't run from them. You know what I'm saying? You can't run from and have those conversations. It's no more running. You can still choose to run even by going to social media and clouding your head up with that type of virus as well. You know what I'm saying? That's another form of escapism. You cannot escape your reality. You cannot escape what you're running from. And what you're running from probably needs to be something that you have to be running towards you. Even if it leaves this dirty, distasteful thing in your mouth. That's your demon. That's your shadow self. That's who you've been avoiding. That's who you've been making bigger because you've been ignoring her. Or you've been ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? You don't put up a whole front. You don't put up this whole thing or whatever that's necessary to move in this daily life, but you don't forgot about your passions. You don't forgot whatever you're going through. It's going to look different in every world. So now this shadow side is getting bigger. Huge, because you ain't decided to deal with it. Let me tuck it away. Let me hide it underneath the rug. Let me go ahead. I see the trash growing, but let me go ahead and go about my day, act like I don't see the trash until it gets so big that you won't have no choice but to see it. And when we're talking about on multiple levels, that goes deep, so deep, in so many different levels. And one thing that I can, make an example of is just your children. Or you and yourself, or generational things that happen. So, if you're a mom or you're dealing with something and you're sweeping it underneath the rug, you're not dealing with it, every time it come up, you just move around it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to show up. And if you don't handle it, it's going to show up in your children. And it starts to spread and it starts to grow because you're not learning from the situation, because you keep hiding from it. You keep running out of fear because it's scary. And a lot of the things, that you have trouble talking about and have trouble, whatever, accessing, is very difficult. This is not easy at all. And I'm not coming from a high horse. I'm not coming from like, oh yeah. No. I'm in the trenches too. Girl, I got so much shit to work on. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I've been humbled quickly. You think you on top? Okay, well let me drag you through the mud because we're not talking about your ego here. We need to get to the nitty and gritty. Okay, I can, you know what I'm saying? Like, baby girl, calm down. It's basically what, spirit or divine or whoever, you know what I'm saying, is telling me, like, get you together. Okay, don't come high and mighty. Okay, you need to you down here too with the rest of everybody. Exactly, I am. So I'm just saying all of that to say, like, I'm in the trenches as well. But this is I forgot even what I was talking about, but yeah, it can spread. The virus can spread like a virus. Like, if you're not dealing with what you need to deal with, that trauma, that nasty stuff, that stuff that you don't clap for, all that baggage. Back lady, you gon' miss your bus. You got too much stuff, huh? All that baggage, because it's going to start infecting everything, everybody, because you haven't dealt with it. So when you don't deal with it head on, it just grows bigger and bigger, and it's powerful. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I'm coming to the understanding that, you know what I'm saying, I am at peace with my demons. Me and my demons talk about it all the time. That's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to sit up here and act like you don't exist no more, because it gets heavy. and it gets more powerful, and it's very powerful, and that's a power that you can tap into anyway. But that's a different video. But you know what I'm saying, you have to make one with your demons. You have to make one with your past. You have to make one with all the stuff that you clap for, and then move forward, because nothing can stop you, because nothing can hold you. Oh, you're gonna try to bring up my demons or my past? Oh well, you're right. I was that. I did that. I am her. She is me. So what are you talking about? You can't take my power away. Period. Okay? So this is a good time to reflect. Now, Corona also, in Spanish means crown. Let's talk about that. Crown. Your crown chakra. Okay? They're trying to take your higher self, you know what I'm saying, that inner knowing, away from you. You want to get distracted by the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to distract you from the bullshit. So whether it's real or it's fake, it's infecting. People are talking about it. Do you know that you can? That's the easiest way to spread something. It's through mouth. Even when you have a business, people usually gain their businesses through word of mouth, because they have the product. They can talk about it. They can see whenever it's going to reach more people, whether it's real or fake. Nothing is separate. Nothing is separate from your mind to your emotions to your body. Be mindful what you are bringing in all realms. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if your body not right, take some spirulina. Elderberry. Eat healthier. Clean your vessel out. Mentally, you're bogged down. Clear. Get one with yourself. Turn everything off. Leave the distractions away. How to clear your emotions? Get to know your emotions. Get to know yourself. Get to know your triggers. Why are you triggered? Once you know, why is this making me upset? Why is this making me sad? You know what I'm saying? Get to the why. Why am I being triggered? Why does this bother me so much? And then, you deal with that. We have so much gunk and stuff that I don't want people to get caught up in the surface. You know what I'm saying? Your whole world is shattered. A new world is being ushering in. Are you going to answer the phone, baby girl, baby boy? Or do we need to hang up? And it's on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? So if you are counting on your 9-to-5 job, and now that's done, and now you see how, what is that? It doesn't really mean much. Can't think of the word right now. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hold much weight. So what are you going to do to provide for your family? What are those other creative ways? This is why we're tapping into that female side, because all of this stuff isn't logical. All the things, now you're gonna have to get creative with how you bring in money. Now you're gonna have to be creative. How are we gonna bring this bond together with your kids or your family members? Or how are we gonna bring this bond to myself? How am I going to love myself? How am I going to show the utmost respect to myself? How am I going to create these boundaries? How am I going to destroy these boundaries? There's so many questions and things for you to work on at this time, so that you can come out on the other side and be the champion that you are, that you always was, but you just had distractions. But we're gonna have to get to the nitty gritty. And if you keep running from yourself, whether it's through partying, drinking, sex, drugs, men, women, church, whatever, it doesn't matter what that thing is that you're running from yourself. That can be your, you know what I'm saying, your vice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that's keeping you from being your best self, and that's different from everybody, different for everybody, then we're gonna repeat the same cycles. But you know what I'm saying, what I do know about this virus is that it is very humbling, and it is bringing in new emotions, new thinking habits. You know, it's just bringing in such good energy if you know how to use it. So don't think of everything as bad. You know what I'm saying? You think it's bad because you don't know what it's like not to have that system in place. Your routine is messed up, so you think your whole world is messed up, but you're not. You're giving your power away. You're giving your power away to the school system. You're giving your power away to the government. You're giving the power away when you have the magic within yourself. But you haven't been using it in so long that it's dormant within your system. But it has to be activated, and you can do that through many techniques. You know, you can do meditation if it works for you, crystals, you know what I'm saying, if that helps you regain your focus, singing bowls, you know what I'm saying, whatever helps you center to yourself. You don't need none of these tools, or you can have all the tools. As long as it gets you to you, that was already on the inside, then it'll start to reflect on the outside. So see where your life is at truly on all levels, and see where the changes have to be made. You know, I would never be a love and light person. You can't positive your way out of some shit, period. You have to have those difficult conversations, you know, those ones that get that lump in your throat, and it's hard for you to even talk about it because you're like, ugh, who is she? Who is he? Like, what? Yeah, those. You have to become friends with those. You have to understand that you are not always your nice self. You have to understand that sometimes you are the virus. You are the virus. You are the toxic one. Hi, toxic one. Nice to meet you. Instead of saying, I ain't her. She ain't me. Hey, toxic one. How you doing? Let me talk to you for a second. Because you know what I'm saying? We are one and the same. But let's talk, because I've been letting you take the driving seat. Okay? I've been letting you drive the boat. Let's call. We have a new captain in town now, because you are very powerful. But what? So during this beautiful time where you have nothing to do, which is so beautiful, especially for this busy world, a fake busy, distract or whatever, take the time to do nothing. If that's what you're supposed to do, take the time to reflect, take the time to bond, take the time, because it's going to nurture you. You have to nurture yourself. And a lot of us has forgot about ourselves, and when you forget about yourself, it reflects in your world, whether it be your children, your romantic partners, whether your parents, your co-workers, your friends, strangers. You know what I'm saying? Your shadow is gonna show up, because she's saying, hey, look at me, you need to face me, and you're like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Have you ever been a person that's been ignored? People hate being ignored. Excuse me? So you just gonna ignore me, act like I wasn't talking to you? That type, but on all levels. So anyway, I've been rambling for 24 minutes, and I will probably do more videos. But that's all I wanted to say, and I just hope everybody have a good day. I hope everybody take time and do what needs to be done. Yeah, and Google is your friend. You can know all the information in the world, but you have to apply it, because that's the only way that you going to gain stuff is through experience. Experience through that knowledge or whatever. So also use practical uses. So, you know, it's just, if you want me to make another video, then I will, and we can talk about practical ways. I'm still on this journey myself, and I still have so much to learn. So I also you can also comment and leave me practical uses. I'm always willing to listen. I'm always willing to be the student and humble myself and see other and different perspectives. So anyway, yeah, so everybody have a great day. So weird, but all right, guys. Bye.